Welcome everybody to the first ever Phiking podcast.
Phiking podcast, bro.
This is the Phiking podcast with yours truly, Chance Phipps and
Riley King.
That's right. So
We've had some issues, man.
Let's start this off. I give props to everyone that has a podcast already and consistently does it, because me and Riley bought these mics last Friday because we have been wanting to do this, and we are just now getting to it basically on Monday. We've recorded 3 times.
Three different times.
3 whole ones almost.
Okay, one, we had some audio issues, and we were almost done with the podcast.
Almost
and right
done.
at the end, completely messed everything up, so we had to scratch that one. The one before, we were also having audio issues.
We were literally recording, and the software didn't tell us it was a trial or anything. And all of a sudden, Riley's talking, and you just hear white noise start entering. And we're like, what is happening?
Like it started off very soft, and then in a matter of seconds, it was so loud you couldn't even hear either of us talking.
Yeah, it was really bad. So we're finally doing it. We're gonna I guess we should just dive into basically why we named it the Phiking podcast.
Why did we name it the Phiking podcast?
It's another Phiking podcast. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
So my last name, Phipps, P-H-I.
My last name, King, K-I-N-G.
So take some of mine off. King, Phiking.
Phiking podcast.
This is the Phiking podcast. Just another Phiking podcast.
It rolls off the tongue very, very well.
Yeah, considered we were going to go with... what was it?
True Vibes.
True Vibes podcast, and that's
it kind of sounded cheesy now that we actually started talking about it. We're like,
and I'm sure if you looked it up, there's about 40 other podcasts with True Vibes, True 2 Vibes, Vibes 2 True, Vibes Really True, Truly Vibing. I don't know, just everything True Vibes.
And of course, we don't want to be like them. We're our own thing.
Yeah. So we realize some of y'all may not know who we are, or what me and Riley really do. Me and Riley been friends since 2013, really.
Yeah, it was about 2013.
Going strong since then. Dap it up. Oh yeah. Also, we're doing a YouTube video, so if you want to watch us instead of listen, go over to our YouTube Phiking Pod. Riley, I set it up already, actually. So
what?
We're
This
good.
is news to me. I didn't even know this.
Yeah, so I already got that set up. But yeah, me and Riley been friends. This past year, we've kind of really jumped into the photography and videography business, which if you have us on Facebook, you really do know, because that's all we...
social media, that's all we do.
Mm-hmm,
those both are dedicated to nothing but our work. I rarely see anything you post that's not like a wedding or a music video,
some
or
kind of promotion.
Something. Exactly. And I'm the same way too. I've gotten to the point where I don't even post anything on Facebook or Instagram unless it's my personal work. So
yeah, so I'm a videographer. I really started taking it serious end of last year. Did 3 weddings in December, the most I did ever. And now we're booking out this year, and I had a goal and I reached my goal, and it's barely February, so
it hadn't even quite hit wedding season.
I'm really trying to be a freelance videographer. So if you need some of that video, hit your boy up, and then
just a little plug right there. It's okay. It's our podcast. We can plug ourselves.
That's what this is for, Home Skillet.
To an extent. I mean, yeah, we're going to talk about that stuff.
We're going to talk about everything. People have asked us what our podcast is going to be about, and I'm like, it's literally just going to be it's going to be about anything and everything.
I mean, why not?
Right. Why limit ourselves?
Why put ourselves in a corner where our audience is going to get tired of hearing us talk about camera gear and weddings, and which granted, we're going to talk about that stuff. But
not camera gear. Riley likes camera gear.
I'm
Chance could care less about gear.
Oh, come on now. You kind of like it.
Kind of. You love it.
Okay, what's wrong with that? Yeah. I do. I'm a complete and total gearhead.
Riley, tell them a little about yourself, so people don't know you.
What is there to say? I mean, okay. So, my name is Riley King. Clearly, I have a normal job that I work Monday through Friday. really, well, Saturdays too. 6 days a week. And I also do photography on the side, as I've already said like 6 times. But so I started out doing photography, enjoyed it, didn't really take it too terribly seriously until about the end of the year, when we both kind of sat down and were like, we need to actually focus on this because we could both do this.
Pursue
like
something we love doing.
Exactly. I mean, we started out doing it and then kind of just fell in love from it there. So
I'd been making an excuse for a real long time that there's not enough video to be done to do it full time. That's
But
literally
now you're
what I would tell. I would tell myself I don't want to do it full time, but I really did want to do it full time. But I would tell myself there's not enough video.
making up excuses.
Straight
100%.
up. And after when I booked like 3 weddings in one weekend, I was like, yeah, I was definitely making big excuses.
Lying to yourself, like, no,
Facts.
I couldn't do this. Like, I got to take it. Like, maybe it could be something I could get into, but I don't know. But we both have really dove headfirst into this. I mean, it eats up majority of our time when we're not at our day jobs. Like, we come home, especially for me, I come home, maybe rest for a little bit, and then jump straight into editing photos and working for my other clients that I've already shot their weddings, or typing up contracts, invoices, things like that. So it's
Our motto for this year is put actions behind your words.
and I think we've done that so far.
Yeah, we definitely have done that.
That's pretty much why we decided that
Yeah.
finally we're going to do the podcast.
I listen to a lot of podcasts. I listen to podcasts for 8 hours a day at work. Like,
Just-
literally, I'm not even exaggerating. I listen to every type of podcast 8 hours a day because I got tired of listening to music all the time. And me and Riley, we both listen to podcasts. And we're like, let's start one.
Why not? Like, why couldn't we do that?
And this is after months of excuses.
This
Months.
is like almost a year of
Yeah,
excuses, dude. Like, complete full 365 days. We finally were like, let's do it. We're just going to get the equipment because we can.
The buying process was a whole process by itself. Riley didn't want these mics, but I wanted them, and y'all can see what happened. We got
Yeah, I
canceled.
lost that one.
But they're good mics. They're
They
really
are.
good. We
They
think.
are.
Y'all let us know. We would love feedback after this too. With this podcast though, we're wanting to upload like once a week, maybe. Not really put ourselves in a box with like have to upload once a week.
Right.
Because we just want to do this as fun. Like, this is something we wanted to do. So
But we also want to try to stay consistent with it because
yeah, we're definitely gonna try to stay consistent with it.
what are you going to be on your phone for, man?
I got a text. But, all right, yeah.
Oh, is it the wife?
No.
No, okay. Okay.
Yeah, so once a week. We're eventually wanting to have like guests on. If you're watching the video, you can kind of see we're limited on our space.
Very limited. Very limited. But this space is ever changing as well. So those of you who are watching, the space that we're actually recording in is going to be changing near future, way down the road, whenever it is. It's going to be changing a little bit.
Yeah, we're at my house, and Des has ideas with this room that we're currently in. Des is my wife. I'm married. Riley's single.
I'm definitely not married.
Riley's not married. He just has a couple kids, but that's okay. So we're gonna move.
You're going to give people the wrong idea about me, man.
I'm joking.
I have a furry four-legged kid. That's about the closest thing I have is to a kid.
My mind went straight to the gutter. I was like, whoa, what? I was like, whoa.
Odie, I've got a dog. I've got a dog.
Fur baby. Most people refer to those as a fur baby.
No, it's a furry four-legged child. He takes up as much time as like a child would. All the attention I have to give him. Let alone like how expensive it is to have a dog. I didn't realize it. Like facts.
Yeah. That is true. I got some stories about when I got my dog. Little quick story. Me and Des got a teacup Maltipoo, and we thought it had parvo. She was acting real sick, and we took her to the vet. They're like, she doesn't have parvo. We don't know what's wrong with her. Just watch her. After spending $300 on some dog medicine, my dog poops out a button off of a pillow. And then my Nana goes, Chance, I think this was the issue, because my Nana was watching her, and she throws me the button. I'm not even kidding. Nana throws me the button. It's not covered. She like washed it off. But the idea that she was like, grab the button out of the poop anyways, I was just like, this is disgusting.
I would not have seen you doing that. You'd just been like,
No.
oh, okay, cool.
And we spent $300 on some dog medicine and like plus the actual visit to the vet.
It's expensive.
Yeah. Me and Des definitely were like, we regret this. Because her name's Bella. Bella was she was a couple of weeks old. Like, I feel like they sold her pretty early. And so, like, we put her in a playpen. We tried putting her next to our bed, but every night it resulted in me scooping her and putting her in my bed.
Well, yeah. They're like your children. They have to sleep with you.
Anyone that knows Des is not a dog person. Chance somehow convinced her that a Maltipoo was an okay dog, and she loved her.
She really did, though. Like, she's not an animal person per se.
Not at all.
But I feel like she genuinely liked Bella.
Yeah, she liked her. And then my grandma, we gave her to my grandma. We moved into some apartments, and the dog fee was like literally $500. And we're like, Nana, will you watch Bella? And then we bought a home, and we felt bad if we took Bella from Nana. So Nana still has Bella today.
She does. She does. She's taken good care of. I mean, it's not like you can't go see her anyways.
This dog literally drinks coffee and gets eggs for breakfast.
What?
I'm not joking.
Seriously.
Like, my Nana has a coffee cup. My Nana drinks so much coffee. She's like, she gave me the genes of coffee loving, and she drinks coffee all day, and Bella hops up on her like recliner. I'm not even kidding. And there's like a little plastic cup or something, and Bella drinks coffee out of that.
That is like the epitome of spoiled.
I'm not sure if that's good for a dog, but she even like makes her breakfast and everything.
But she's happy. Like,
how could you not be happy as a dog drinking coffee and getting
eggs every morning for breakfast?
And getting cooked breakfast.
Oh man, I wish I had that. I don't even get coffee and eggs every morning. I'm kind of jealous.
Yeah, my dog gets better. Or not even my dog anymore. She's kind of my dog. Yeah.
I think I need to start going over to Nana's for breakfast every morning.
I purchased that dog, so that's my dog.
It's your dog, but it's not anymore.
Oh, yeah. And we bought her. We didn't like adopt her or anything, so we paid to get her. And that was a pretty penny, because what are they? Designer breeds,
dude.
Whatever it is. Stupidness. I'm going to tell y'all now, do not buy a dog. Adopt a dog. We need more dogs adopted.
We do. We really do. And, you know, I'm
But
guilty
y'all got to stop letting y'all dogs run the streets over here. Y'all got to chain them dogs up.
I'm very guilty of that, though, because I bought Odie.
Oh, I thought you were like...
No, dude, no.
Letting Odie run the streets.
No, I mean, when he goes for walks, he doesn't walk on a leash.
He'd be hollering all the doggy girls.
No. That is my child. He stays right by me the entire time. But I got extremely lucky with him. He's
Riley's
probably
dog
the
is like
best dog.
A little stuffed animal.
He looks like a teddy bear.
He really does. And he gave me like a really good TikTok one time. Yeah.
I wish that would have blown up. Like, yeah, I genuinely wish.
We literally got a TikTok, and it was so like unplanned that it was just perfect. I don't know, but yeah.
You just took a video of him, just like a plain video of him, and it worked out perfectly. It was actually pretty funny. We laughed for a solid like 15, 20 minutes.
Hard.
Like, couldn't breathe. We were laughing so hard.
Facts. But yeah, that's a little about us. I feel like we gave y'all a nice little rundown if y'all don't know us. This first podcast, we just kind of want to introduce ourselves and kind of tell what our podcast is about, because I mean, it's not really about anything, but people have been asking us.
Like everybody, like, what's it about?
I've had everyone asking me, and a lot of people are hyped about us recording a podcast. So,
I mean, I'm pretty excited about it, honestly. Like, it's like you said, 2020 putting actions behind our words, and so we finally did it, and now we're gonna try to stick to it best as we can. But at the same time, this is a thing that's enjoyable and fun for us. So we don't want to wear ourselves out and get completely tired of it, where it's another job. Like, oh, we got to record today. We said we would upload every
Right.
Monday. So
And we're gonna move the podcast setup. I don't think we ever really finished that sentence, but we're moving the podcast to the other room. We're making this room the guest room, and we're moving the podcast stuff to the other room. It has a better layout, and we'll be able to. We're gonna buy another mic so we can have guests
Eventually.
on. Yeah. So eventually, we're gonna buy another mic so we can have guests on. I've had people hit me up that want to be guests.
Oh,
and
dude.
that want to come on, and I think you said you do too.
Yes. I mean, pretty much all of our friends are like, hey.
Mm-hmm. So if anyone wants to be a guest, shoot us a message, and we'll definitely, like, once we start doing guest stuff, we'll get some people in here.
Right. But it's not going to be, it's going to be a little bit in the future because we're still trying to work all the kinks out. I mean,
After we had to go buy, like, software and mics, it adds up a little bit.
It does.
But, I mean,
it'll be worth it once we
something
get
we
it
wanted to
going,
do. Yeah.
which will be nice. But I don't know. Seems, apart from the few hiccups we've already had, it's going pretty smoothly. Like today, we came in, sat down, and started.
Somewhat.
Yeah, that was my bad.
Me and Riley keep getting software that's either Windows exclusive or Mac exclusive.
So that's been a little bit of a difficult
Mm-hmm.
process. But now that we have both, it's
We
like,
had a dope setup too, honestly. I went and bought some, like, brown suede chairs.
gosh, those chairs were honestly
They were
really
so
nice.
dope. They were gonna make this podcast the podcast, and unfortunately, the wifey did not like them because she is the interior designer of this relationship. Shout out Des. She makes our home look extremely nice, like a Hobby Lobby showroom.
Basically, that's exactly what it is. No, an
Mhm.
IKEA showroom. That's what it's more like.
Everything's from Hobby Lobby, though. Literally,
True,
every single thing is from Hobby Lobby.
Is she a little bit obsessed with Hobby Lobby?
Dude, we are obsessed with Hobby Lobby.
It's just
No,
not just
during
her.
the summer, I don't really care, but once it comes down to Halloween, and then I emphasize Christmas,
You're
anyone that
obsessed with
knows me
Christmas.
knows. I'm like, literally the other day, we're eating, and I was like, I just can't wait for Christmas.
Dude, this was like the middle of January. Like the second week of January, and you were just like, I honestly can't wait for Christmas. I'm like, dude, we just had Christmas. He's like, I know, but I'm excited for it again. I'm can't
Anyone
even get
that
2
knows,
weeks
like,
out.
I am an avid Christmas, joyful holiday person. A little
Without
bit
doubt.
excessive. I definitely decorate in October. That's the bad part.
Like right after the day after Halloween, November 1st.
Yeah.
You've decorated
Yeah.
completely.
Yeah.
And you do all the decorating too.
Yeah, Des buys it, or we buy it, and then she leaves it up to me. She kind of tells me where to put stuff, and then she goes to work, and then comes home, and it's done.
And it's done. Like
Yep.
the entire house. Not just the Christmas tree is up and maybe a couple of it. No, like everything is decorated. The halls, the bedroom, everything is decorated in
toilet.
Christmas.
Got a
You
little
got Santa Claus sitting on the top of the toilet, man.
I got retweeted by Kirkland's for my Christmas video edit. I did like a little video edit of our house, like cinematic B-roll, and Kirkland's hit me with that retweet. That used to be my place, but then I realized they're a bit expensive.
So Hobby Lobby it is.
All that 70% off, 50% off.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Like the day after Christmas, everything's on sale. The day after any holiday.
That's the sad part, is I don't go shop. That time I'll just wait till next year.
You're like, I could have
Dude,
gotten all of
let's
this.
talk about the
but
Christmas tree. Des let me pick out our Christmas tree, and in our living room we have vaulted ceiling. What did I just say? Did I just say living?
yes, living room.
Okay, did I say living
You
room?
said living room, I'm pretty sure.
I thought I said something else. In our living room, we have a drop floor, so it goes down like 4 inches or so. Drop living room, and then we have vaulted ceilings. I wanted to get the tallest Christmas tree. How tall do you think it was? Like,
it was like 9 feet, I think.
like 9 feet. I'm not exaggerating. The Christmas tree top was 1 inch from our roof. But luckily, we don't do an angel. Me and Des do a hat. So it worked out perfectly.
It really did, though. It was a little bit overkill, but
Don't you say that, you Grinch.
I am.
That's messed up.
I genuinely.
My mom decorated, and that's what did it for me. My mom went all out too.
See, my dad was always the one that went all out.
She made Christmas like super special, and like I don't know, it was just all time all out.
I feel like now that like both me and my sister have gotten older, my mom decorates for Christmas. Like used to when we were growing up, we'd have a Christmas tree and that was it.
Like forget about it.
Yes, and now she's like, "Oh yeah, I'm doing Christmas decorating today." She like the whole living room Christmas.
She used to have to buy presents and decorate if she wanted to. And decorations cost money.
That they do. It's expensive. Like it starts to add up. Like, oh yeah, I'll just get this like
Christmas trees are expensive. Look at us. We have a whole subject about Christmas already. It's the first podcast. I cannot wait for our Christmas special.
Oh my gosh. That's going to be like that's probably going to be one that we're going to have a guest on.
Yeah, like the Grinch.
Don't tempt me. I will dress up as the Grinch, like full Grinch.
I did dress up as the Grinch.
I know. That's what I'm saying.
So Des is the manager of a boutique, and they wanted to do the Grinch in the store. So I dressed up as the Grinch and went into the store and scared little children.
I was about to say, that would be the most fun. Just walking around scaring children.
I didn't want to do it at first. Like, I really didn't. But that's just me. Like, I'm shy, reserved. And then I got into the suit. And I became the suit, and I became the Grinch.
Once you realized that nobody was going to know who you were,
I was just
like you were just like, okay,
I put on the mask, and I was like, what should I wear?
Oh my gosh, I'm dead. I am dead.
All right.
I feel like I would be the perfect Grinch, though. Like,
yeah,
I genuinely
you exaggerate a lot on, like, Riley literally, he remembers every line from every movie. Like, you literally can quote lines. I don't, like, he remembers songs fast, too.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't know why, but I cannot remember songs.
Oh, dude, I can listen to a song, like, once and be able to sing the chorus word for word.
Why can't I listen to a song I listened to when I was 12, though, and, like, literally know lyric for lyric?
Probably because you listened to it about 1,000,000 times, too.
On that MP3, there was, like, 13 songs.
Yep, and the same 13 songs every time. And you thought you were so cool.
Yep.
I was there, too. Like, oh, yeah, dude, look at all the songs I have. I've got, like, 30.
30.
What's up?
Welcome
the same
to
30
Spotify.
songs.
See, we lived a good generation. We got to live through like that, where we couldn't download music. We used like...
Well, we could. We just gave our computer like the worst virus ever.
That was still a little bit later. Like, it wasn't as early as like kids do nowadays.
Yes.
Like, kids in like second grade have iPhones and
it's kind of insane, dude. I didn't get my first cell phone until 7th grade, and that was just because when I would have like football or basketball practice, it was to call my parents to let them know that I was done.
Mine was 6th grade, but it was like literally a flip phone.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a Boost Mobile flip phone.
I don't think any middle schooler has a flip phone. Like, they still sell them, but I don't think anybody uses them. Like, older people, I've seen some like...
I got the flip phone, and then my first like good phone was I bought one off eBay that was like literally like an inch thick, and it was touchscreen. It had like a little antenna, and in the back of it you could pull out a pen, like a stylus.
So you were fancy. You were real fancy.
Yeah, but I don't know why. Like, on the side it had like a little scrolling wheel like a mouse, and like you could use that. It was touchscreen. It was dope.
Now it's like everybody has an iPhone.
Everybody. If you ain't in the Apple community, you slacking.
Oh, dude, I'm completely sucked into the Apple community.
Yeah, just know like, if our texts don't show up blue, I'm deleting your number.
Wow, savage like that?
Yeah, that's how it is.
I kind of like look at the text funny. If somebody sends it to me and it's green, I'm like, you want to turn your iMessage on?
They're a sketchy person. That's what we'll say about that.
Yes, but completely sucked in the Apple community.
I thought your mic just cut out, and I was about to flip, bro. The way you said,
oh my gosh.
But I was just like, I heard it outside of my headphones. Oh, I was about to get so mad. This has literally been
It's been a headache.
The past 3 days.
Honestly, if we sat down and you were like, if this doesn't work today, I'm done. Like, I'm not going to do this anymore. I said we're
selling the podcast equipment. We're selling the room because I don't even want to be in this room after.
You're like, no, we're just going to burn it to the ground and start fresh. No podcast, though.
Yeah, none. But... yeah, so, I mean, I feel like that's a pretty good first episode. We just kind of introduced ourselves. The next one, we'll just talk about randomness like this. We kind of talked about a little bit of everything during this one.
We both can go on tangents like no other.
Subjects lead to subjects lead to subjects. We went from talking about the Grinch to cell phones.
Yes, that's exactly how it is, dude. And the thing about me and you, since we're like complete opposites, and
Yeah,
when we
anyone
get
that
to each
doesn't
other,
know us, me and Riley are complete opposites. Riley he says what he's thinking. He
All the
doesn't really
time.
care. And then I'm like, I'm just going to sit over here and be quiet.
Chance is very reserved. Me,
Yeah.
no. I will talk
Introvert,
to anybody and
extrovert.
anything. Yes. But we balance each other out in that sense. Because when I
sometimes I'll
start
be like,
getting
yo,
too
Riley,
loud,
what you doing, dog? You gotta chill. You gotta chill.
yes. And when he's telling me that, I'm like, okay, no, yeah, I really do need to like
A
chill
good
out.
example is the first ever wedding we booked together. We went into the meeting for them to sign the contract, and Riley literally talked for like 20 minutes straight, and then he finally just like lays back and he's like, all right, y'all got any questions? And I said, during that whole spill, I said maybe 3 words. Like no one had options to talk. Riley he was talking fast. He was talking like lightning, but he was letting them know everything.
Like
so
every single detail from the entire day of their wedding was planned out already. Like I had it figured out.
when it came down to ask questions, they had to like ask questions, but it was questions that Riley already answered in the initial 20-minute breakdown.
Just because I went a million miles an hour.
Yep. But yeah, so
that's a little bit about us.
yeah,
you know?
we hope y'all come back for podcast 2. We don't really have time limits either. We want to set on these podcasts. Sometimes they may be 10 minutes of us just talking about a story or something funny that happened. Sometimes this one's like 26 minutes. So, yeah, I feel like that 30-minute range is good. So we'll probably stick around there, see what happens with that.
For now, once we start getting people on, and you knowing me,
I know some people that like to talk. And I also know some very interesting people that we can have on. Shout out Stoney. I'm just kidding. Trevor would be a character on this.
Oh my gosh, dude. Like
We'd
I
have
can
to-
only imagine when he's going to be on this.
Yeah.
That's going to be pretty exciting.
Facts. Well, thanks for listening, guys. We hope y'all like our first podcast. It's just another Phiking podcast.
It's just another Phiking podcast.
Till
bro.
next time. Later.